من باريس إلى نيويورك، والمحتوى كالعادة طبعاً حصري. مساء الخير من نيويورك، وتحديداً من منطقة الميت باكينج ديستريكت. أنا موجودة هون لزيارة بوتيك برايتلينج اللي عم تحتفل هالسنة بعيد ميلادها 140. إنما السبب اللي نحن موجودين فيه بنيويورك هو لنتعرف على التعاون الجديد بين المصممة فيكتوريا باكام وبرايتلينج، مجموعة ساعات رائعة وكامبين ولا أحلى. خليكن معنا بهالجولة. مساحة جميلة تتماشى مع النمط الفني في بوتيكات الدار في جميع أنحاء العالم. الأسلوب Industrial Sophistication. للمرة الأولى تتكلم المصممة ورائدة الأعمال فيكتوريا باكام لتلفزيون دبي من بين جميع المنابر العالمية للإعلان عن التعاون الأخير اللي جمعها مع دار برايتلينج للساعات في مجموعة ساعات كرونوغراف مبهرة حملت توقيعها.
Since the 80s, people basically stopped yellow gold. And when you mentioned yellow gold, I was skeptical, and also in association with the champagne dial. And I think this is the most beautiful watch. Thank God you convinced us.
Well, thank you for giving me the freedom to do that, because I think it feels different, as you said, to what you have done before. So I do appreciate everything I've learned and how you and your team have put the trust in me and mine. So thank you so much.
Victoria, do you love seeing your initials just tick around?
I know, how cool is that?
It's really cool.
Living my best life right now with my initials going around. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
إليكم بعض لحظات الإعلان التي سبق الحديث مع بيكهام.
Congratulations on the amazing partnership, collaboration. We saw the products, they speak for themselves. And the campaign by Mario Sorrente is a proper example of how this partnership fits so well in ways that I didn't even imagine, knowing your brand and knowing Breitling. Tell us a little bit more about behind the scenes that led to this beautiful partnership.
Well, thank you so much. I like to work with the best. I like to collaborate with the best. Everything I do is very honest. I only ever want to create ultimately what I desire as well. And creating the ultimate in luxury, something that is desirable, that is beautiful. I believe that when you invest in one of these watches, you're going to wear this watch forever, and then you're going to pass your watch down to I'll pass my watches down to my daughter. So I've really enjoyed the process, you know, collaborating with a brand that has a heritage that I respect as much as Breitling has been wonderful. I've learned so much about the process. You know, I've never created a watch before, and the Breitling team have been so wonderful to work with, and I'm really hoping this is just the beginning of more, because I'm so proud of what we have created.
The watchmaking industry is definitely a male-dominated industry, and for you to bring that element of femininity and power and diversity to Breitling is quite interesting. How do you look at the watchmaking industry, and what are the things that you are hoping that you would bring forward to the table?
I think that Breitling are very inclusive, which is one of the reasons why I was so honoured to work with them. You know, you say it's quite a male-dominated industry. That sounds crazy to me, because as a woman I desire a watch as much as any man, and I think that I can speak on behalf of Breitling when I say that, you know, that feels like a much more modern approach.
True.
And so we shared that belief, those values, and I'm just honoured to be flying the flag for women and watches, you know.
We're looking forward to wearing those watches, especially in the Middle East. We cannot wait to have you as well. Super soon.
Thank you so much. I really hope
George,
so.
it's time for a market visit to the GCC.
The women in the Middle East do have the most impeccable taste and really take so much pride in the way that they look with their fashion and their beauty. So a constant source of inspiration as a woman that looks at beautiful women and feels inspired.
Coming from you, oh my God, you made my day today, Victoria.
Well,
Thank
you've
you
made
so
my
much.
day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Even setting, even diamond watches, you don't find female watch designers. It's incredible.
Well, you're just a modern guy, George, aren't you? You're just a modern guy.
كان لدينا لقاء مع المدير التنفيذي جورج كيرن الذي تكلم عن أهمية هذا التعاون بالنسبة لبرايتلينج.
George, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Our series continues, Diala and George around the world.
Absolutely.
This collaboration is everything that I would dream of in terms of content. I love watchmaking, but my heart and soul is in fashion, as you know. What I would like to know is the process that you reached in terms of communication, how things happened to bring forward this partnership.
As you know, the Swiss watch industry is very traditional.
Super.
Very conservative, and the females market is huge, is new also for Breitling, and we wanted to bring some excitement into it. I always say we want to be the cool and relaxed alternative in the males market and not be that conservative, and we want to be cool and relaxed also for women. And we looked at many brands and we loved Victoria. Why? Because her style is, as you said, chic. Effortless. It's wearable. It's approachable. It's authentic. She's a very authentic and funny woman. But of course, she has her opinion, right? So we were sitting together. First of all, she had to choose what kind of watch she wanted to work on, and then bringing in her style. You know, her colors, her finishings, her details. And I was skeptical at the beginning, you know, when we had the design discussion, and it turned out to come very well.
You said approachable. Victoria is an approachable kind of person, and when you have a conversation with her, you feel very close to her. The same kind of power you feel when you wear her outfits. And Breitling is the same, in a different kind of format and way and target audience. How important is it to share these kind of values?
It's key. It's absolutely key. We say we want to be inclusive in terms of approachable. So we don't want to be in Formula One and tennis and golf and the more traditional sports or sponsorships. We are in triathlon, you know, we are in surfing. It's a different lifestyle. And she also represents a certain lifestyle of an active woman, of a successful woman. And I think she brings in the outfits you can wear during the day, at night, at work, in the office. And this is what I mean by approachable.
When you bring such ideas to the table, do you find a pushback or a resistance from the watchmaking industry, or a general kind of misconceptions of how collaborations in this industry are supposed to look like?
Of course, many people are skeptical. How can you work with a fashion company, blah, blah, blah. But luxury industry developed so much. We cannot think in silos anymore.
No.
You know, you don't have jewelry industry, watch industry, cinema, art. No, everything. People who are interested in cars, in beautiful cars, are interested in fashion, in watches. So there's a lot of transversal, I would say, interconnection. Why not working on it with a product as a result? And I think it works.
What kind of added value do you think it will bring to the watchmaking industry, and particularly Breitling? Let's focus on Breitling.
If you look at the top 10 designs and top 10 watches in the industry, they're all between 50 and 100 years old.
They're old.
The designs are very traditional. And working with a designer can turn a product, and by the way, the chronomat is from 1980, and gives it a new angle. And I think this is very attractive.
But it is a very timeless watch. I can easily imagine this watch becoming like a vintage watch, and it's gonna even grow more beautiful with time.
Yeah, I mean, anyway, a good design remains a good design forever, also in fashion.
True.
Hermes bags will be there forever, some watches will be there forever, and I'm sure the chronomat will be there forever. But adding elements like Victoria added to the product, we have different materials, different colors, different treatments of materials, was interesting.
I feel this is going to start a new trend in the industry.
I
Don't
hope
ask
not.
me. Don't
I hope
ask
not.
me
I
why.
hope not.
Don't ask
I
me
hope not.
why. But I do think this is a new chapter. 140 years is coming up for Breitling, such an amazing milestone. And you have been with the brand for a couple of years. Are you excited about everything that's coming up in the next?
We have our jubilee. We have
quarters?
an incredible program in front of us over the next 12 months. It will be very exciting, amazing product, and the start is Victoria Beckham, and I think it's a very good start into the year.
It doesn't get better than that now, does it? To wrap this interview, I'm sure you heard what Victoria said about women in the region, their impeccable taste, and how the region, by the region I mean the Middle East and the Gulf in particular, has been growing not only in terms of purchasing power, but in terms of actual power.
She's right, and I think, I don't know how big her presence is in the Middle East, but I think she could have an incredible success in the Middle East because of the taste and the culture and the education in that segment, which you contribute to. But
Thank you so much.
مع هذه الأجواء ننهي حلقة الليلة من مشاهير من The Big Apple. الأسبوع المقبل ننتقل إلى فلوريدا، ميامي تحديداً، لتغطية أسبوع الساعات التابع لمجموعة LVMH، ونعدكم بمحتوى قوي للغاية قبل بداية الشهر الكريم. كانت معكم ديالا مكي.